Okay guys, so the chain is lubed. As you can see that it's much cleaner, and the chain actually feels much better as well. We will be doing the tightening of the chain as soon as we put this cover back on. This is the cover that was in front of the front sprocket to protect your jeans get caught, or any other loose parts of the bikes to get caught in the front sprocket while your feet is there.
That's good.
Okay guys, so next step is to tighten the chain. As you can see how much slack this chain has. The chain's actually hitting the swing arm protector a bit over here, so we need it a bit more tighter than that, of course. So let's do that. Okay guys, so plain and simple general rules to tighten your chain is obviously the feel, how tight your chain is. You don't want it to be too tight because it will put so much stress on the chain as well as the sprocket when the bike is in the gear. You want to leave a little bit of slack so you can actually see the chain can move up and down, but it's not touching the swing arm on the top. And also, while you're aligning your wheel in the back, you can see there'll be lines and grooves, which I'll show you now. Okay, so you can see how you've got the measurement lines on the swing arm itself. So I've got the alignment of the line on the actual bolt aligned to the middle one, right in between the number 3 at front, and it's the same for the other side as well. So you want to make sure that that is aligned so you don't have an unaligned wheel. You can see there's actually little holes made in the actual axle itself, so I've tightened it enough so that this space over here lets me put this pin, which was to protect the bolt to come off the bike itself as well, to keep it in place. So what we're going to do is we're going to get the pliers and put this in. So the next part, to replace the tire. The tire is pretty bald from the previous owner. So we have this old tire that I've got from one of my friend AM, and this is enough grip. There's 2mm grip that you need in the middle, in the center part of the wheel, where this one is completely bald. They've been ripping burnouts on this thing, so that's what it's going to be used for. But to have a road registered bike, you need in grip on these tires to be able to grab onto the road and be safe. Then another thing we will be doing is to change these pads. I've ordered these pads online, and for the price, they're pretty good. I only needed to change the rear ones, but I have ordered the front one as well. We'll see how we go, and if you need to change the front brake pads as well, which most likely the case I will, we'll do them as well. So we'll start with the rear tire. We're going to take that tire off and take it to the bike shop, get it swapped over to this tire, which should help us pass the roadworthy. So let's do it. So when we took out that, this is what fell out of the brake pad. So this is the brake pad that we had in there to what it's supposed to be. Okay guys, so I've taken this brake pad, or the brake caliper off the actual hub, and if you do that little bolt over here, but before you do that you do have a pin which is, will, when you turn this around, you'll see that you'll see the pin actually rotate. So when you put it back, you might probably want to put the pin upward so that even it doesn't drop. Okay, so it does have a bit of lock mechanism. So when you do that, just grab that pin over here, pull straight down, and this should come out. You should be able to just pull this pin out. So there you go. So the brake pads will drop straight out. There is no pad. It was grinding the actual metal bit. So I've done a bit of cleanup. Now you can see the difference to what you saw earlier. It's much cleaner. The new pads are in as well. As you can see, yeah, so you can actually see pads on there. So meanwhile, the tire's going to get swapped over. As you can see, I've got everything in the back opened up. I've changed the brake pads on the rear, and I thought I might as well just change the front as well. The few things that you're going to need for that as well is a few sockets. So the main one is the 12mm socket, which will open the 2 bolts that we have here. We'll be taking it apart. You need a little pin pliers as well, the one with the sharp end to pull the pin out and pull the brake pads out of the place. It's a fairly easy process. We shouldn't have any problems doing this job. So let's just get into it.
That's good. There you go. Make sure it's tight enough. It doesn't come loose. One. Yeah. That's tight enough. Let's get to the other side. Alright. So as you probably already know, we took the tire off, sent the tire off to get that swapped over, so we'll get the right tire on, which has a bit of tread left to pass the roadworthy. So the tire's done. Just before we put that back, we're going to do a bit of cleanup. So we're going to put it back. Alright, so the servicing has finished. Finally, I've done all the changes that I needed to do, fixed everything that I could think of that we're going to need for the roadworthy. The only last and final thing left is to put the fairings on, but before that, we're going to give this baby a little wash. That's